Hello dear friend, and welcome to On This Day SMR with me, Edward Hertz, where we take a look back through history at events which took place on this day. The rain is gently pittering and pattering away on the window, and the fire is crackling away nicely in the hearth. So put your headphones on, sit back, relax, and let me take you on a journey back through time. So today is Thursday the 18th of January 2024, and we have 48 events to cover, going all the way back to the year 474. Starting with the most recent event, which happened last year in 2023, a helicopter crash in Ukraine leaves 14 people dead, including the country's Interior Minister, Denis Monastrisky. 5 years ago in 2019, an oil pipeline explosion near Chualipan, Hidalgo, Mexico, kills 137 people. 6 years ago in 2018, a bus catches fire on the Samara-Shymkent road in the Yiguz district, Aktobe, Kazakhstan. The fire kills 52 passengers, with 3 passengers and 2 drivers escaping. 16 years ago in 2008, the Euphroneus crater is unveiled in Rome after being returned to Italy by the Metropolitan Museum of Art. 17 years ago in 2007, the strongest storm in the United Kingdom in 17 years kills 14 people, and Germany sees a worst storm since 1999 with 13 deaths. Cyclone Kyril causes at least 44 deaths across 20 countries in Western Europe. 19 years ago in 2005, the Airbus A380, the world's largest commercial jet, is unveiled at a ceremony in Toulouse, France. 21 years ago in 2003, a bushfire kills 4 people and destroys more than 500 homes in Canberra, Australia. 22 years ago in 2002, the Sierra Leone Civil War is declared over. 31 years ago in 1993, Martin Luther King Jr. Day is officially observed for the first time in all 50 US states. 34 years ago in 1990, Washington, D.C. Mayor Marion Barry is arrested for drug possession in an FBI sting. 36 years ago in 1988, China Southwest Airlines flight 4146 crashes near Chongqing Zhangbai International Airport, killing all 98 passengers and 10 crew members. 38 years ago in 1986, an Aerovias Sud Aviation Caravelle crashes on approach to Mundo Maya International Airport in Flores, Petén, Guatemala, killing all 94 people on board. 41 years ago in 1983, the International Olympic Committee restores Jim Forbes' Olympic medals to his family. In the same year, Phil Smith and Phil Mayfield parachute off a Houston skyscraper, becoming the first 2 people to base jump from objects in all 4 categories: buildings, antennae, spans, and earth. 46 years ago in 1978, the European Court of Human Rights finds the United Kingdom's government guilty of mistreating prisoners in Northern Ireland, but not guilty of torture. 47 years ago in 1997, scientists identify a previously unknown bacterium as the cause of the mysterious Legionnaire's disease. In the same year, Australia's worst rail disaster occurs at Granville, Sydney, killing 83. Also in the same year, SFR Yugoslavia's Prime Minister Cemal Bajadic, his wife and 6 others are killed in a plane crash in Bosnia and Herzegovina. "48 years ago in 1976, Lebanese Christian militias kill at least 1,000 in Karantina, Beirut. "50 years ago in 1974, a disengagement of forces agreement is signed between the Israeli and Egyptian governments, ending conflict on the Egyptian front of the Yom Kippur War. 52 years ago in 1972, members of the Mukti Bahini lay down their arms to the government of the newly independent Bangladesh a month after winning the war against the occupying Pakistan Army. 55 years ago in 1969, United Airlines Flight 266 crashes into Santa Monica Bay, killing all 32 passengers and 6 crew members. "57 years ago in 1967, Albert DeSalvo, the Boston Strangler, is convicted of numerous crimes and is sentenced to life imprisonment. "64 years ago in 1960, Capital Airlines Flight 20 crashes into a farm in Charles City County, Virginia, killing all 50 aboard, the third fatal Capital Airlines crash in as many years. 66 years ago in 1958, Willie O'Ree, the first black Canadian National Hockey League player, makes his NHL debut with the Boston Bruins. 79 years ago in 1945, in World War II, the liberation of Krakow, Poland, by the Red Army. 81 years ago in 1943, in the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising, the first uprising of Jews in the Warsaw Ghetto. 83 years ago in 1941, also in World War II, British troops launch a general counter-offensive against Italian East Africa. 105 years ago in 1919, in World War I, the Paris Peace Conference opens in Versailles, France. 105 years ago in 1919, Ignacy Jan Paderewski becomes Prime Minister of the newly independent Poland. 109 years ago in 1915, Japan issues the 21 demands to the Republic of China in a bid to increase its power in East Asia. 111 years ago in 1913, in the First Balkan War, a Greek flotilla defeats the Ottoman navy in the naval battle of Lemnos, securing the islands of the northern Aegean Sea for Greece. 113 years ago in 1911, Eugene B. Ely lands on the deck of the USS Pennsylvania anchored in San Francisco Bay, the first time an aircraft landed on a ship. 128 years ago in 1896, an X-ray generating machine is exhibited for the first time by H. L. Smith. 138 years ago in 1886, modern field hockey is born with the formation of the Hockey Association in England. 153 years ago in 1871, Wilhelm I of Germany is proclaimed Kaiser Wilhelm in the Hall of Mirrors of the Palace of Versailles in France, towards the end of the Franco-Prussian War. Wilhelm already had the title of German Emperor since the Constitution of the 1st of January 1871, but he had hesitated to accept the title. 158 years ago in 1866, Wesley College is established in Melbourne, Australia. 218 years ago in 1806, Jan Willem Janssens surrenders the Dutch Cape Colony to the British. 236 years ago in 1788, the first elements of the First Fleet carrying 736 convicts from Great Britain to Australia arrive at Botany Bay. "246 years ago in 1778, James Cook is the first known European to discover the Hawaiian Islands, which he names the Sandwich Islands. 323 years ago in 1701, Frederick I crowned himself king in Prussia in Königsberg. 354 years ago in 1670, Henry Morgan captures Panama. 438 years ago in 1586, the magnitude 7.9 Tensho earthquake strikes Honshu, Japan, killing 8,000 people and triggering a tsunami. 462 years ago in 1562, Pope Pius IV reopens the Council of Trent for its third and final session. 538 years ago in 1486, King Henry VII of England marries Elizabeth of York, daughter of Edward IV, uniting the House of Lancaster and the House of York. 898 years ago in 1126, Emperor Huizong abdicates the Chinese throne in favour of his son, Emperor Quinzong. 1,492 years ago in the year 532, Nika riots in Constantinople fail. 1,550 years ago in the year 474, 7-year-old Leo II succeeds his maternal grandfather Leo I as Byzantine Emperor. He dies 10 months later. So that is all we have for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you found our little trip back through history both relaxing and informative. If you did indeed like the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, and also consider leaving a comment below. All feedback is very much welcome. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel. It will really help the channel grow and will ensure that you are notified of future videos. Be sure to turn on notifications so that you are notified of future videos as soon as they are posted. Thank you again, and I hope to see you next time.